It may not look like much at the moment. In fact, just the engine has been put back together. But this Vincent Black Shadow is a collector's dream.
A nicely restored Black Shadow, like the one we're reassembling now, is worth anywhere between $75,000 and $90,000.
A pretty penny and a pretty bike. When fully restored, the Shadow will be every bit as impressive as its shiny cousin, the Vincent Black Comet, and guaranteed to turn heads when it's showcased at the Arvada Center this summer. Only 1,500 of the mid-20th century British bikes were ever made. The Black Shadow's rarity adds to its collectability.
Everybody say, you don't have a Black Shadow. You know, so it's one of those kind of things. If you don't have a Black Shadow, you're just not a motorcycle collector of any stature at all.
Collector Harry Matthews should know. He recently acquired the Black Shadow, but he's been trading sports cars, motorcycles, and rare cars since he was just 14.
I traded a horse for a Whizzer motorbike, and I never had another horse after that.
But he did end up with plenty of horsepower. 70 motorcycles to date. Cars weren't exactly left in the dust. At age 19, he scraped up the money for a down payment on his first collectible type car.
I bought an XK120 Jaguar on a Chevrolet used car lot in Arlington, Virginia, and it was $895.
Now he owns about 55 cars of all kinds. Though his collection is private, he shares it for occasional fundraisers and even had an exhibit of his cars at the Arvada Center a couple of years back. This time, it's his motorcycles that will rev up some interest at the Arvada Center.
We're going to have it looks like about 24 bikes from our collection, and we're going to have some bikes from a couple other collections from good friends of ours. Some very interesting Italian motorcycles, which is going to be a very interesting show, and I think it will be very popular with the public.
Especially the Black Shadow. It was one of several popular models built by the Vincent Kompany after World War II. The Black Shadow itself was made only between 1948 and 1955. Then the company went out of business.
The bikes are very exclusive. They were expensive when they were new. There was not a lot of them built. They were the first production motorcycle to go 150 miles an hour. There's a mystique about the Vincent motorcycles that few other bikes have, and that's what makes them so collectible and so valuable.
This one had been in storage for 15 years when Matthews bought it and set out to restore it.
When we do a restoration, we take the car or the motorcycle completely apart. We strip it down to the very last bolt.
And bolt by bolt, everything is being pieced together again by shop foreman George Wittich.
It's a unique bike. When we got it, it was all polished and it was wrong, so we're changing it back to its original black configuration. It kind of gave it its name, I think. There's only a couple pieces on it that weren't original. The carburetors weren't original and the headlight bucket wasn't original. So really just getting those parts which are available is all it's going to take to really bring it back to its full original state.
A time-lapse camera is capturing the restoration of the Black Shadow and will be part of the Arvada Center exhibit, giving folks an inside look at the inner beauty of the Black Shadow. But mostly it will be an opportunity to just enjoy and admire a shiny bit of motorcycle history.